Hello and welcome to another Rick's Picks. We are about to start another Eldritch Moon draft here, so let's see how we do. Alright, here we are. For our first pick, we have some interesting options here. The rare is not really something that I'm looking to get here, and as far as the commons go, I'm not sure. There are some okay ones, such as the Brazen Wolves. Drag Under is obviously cool. This thing is cool. But not much here that really inspires me. When it comes to the uncommons, we have Ruthless Disposal, which seems pretty good, and we have Lone Rider, which has to be good too, right? I don't know. I feel like I could get a Drag Under here. Not sure if it's better than this thing. I mean, I guess I'm not losing out on much. I mean, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a Ruthless Disposal. It's a Madness Enabler. And I guess we shall see how this pans out. Alright. Well, someone took a rare here. Passing us a bunch of pretty good Madness cards here. This thing is pretty cool. And Alchemist's Greeting is obviously very nice. Not sure which of those two I want to take here. I feel like I'm gonna take the Alchemist's Greeting just because it is. Oh, there's a Galvanic Bombardment too. Yeah, one of those two. Not sure which. I feel like I'm gonna take a Galvanic Bombardment. Just hard. Not yet sure. I mean, my preferences in this format aren't as clear cut at this point. And the reason why I think I'm gonna take this is because taking this early allows us to get more of these, to focus on getting more of these. And this is obviously better in multiple. So yeah, let's go ahead and take it. Hopefully one of those other cards there make it back for us. Okay, Score the Laboratory. It's actually pretty nice. And we have a Bedlam Reveler, which seems pretty good too. We could try to go big on spells here, to be blue-red spells, or black-red spells. Not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure how good this guy really is. This requires Delirium. I feel like I want to try this thing. I want to see how we do with it. Seems like a nice card. I mean, 8 mana, but in the right deck, it's gonna be much cheaper than that. And it has prowess, and the Endless Battlefield ability is actually pretty nice. So let's give it a try. Okay, here we got this thing, which seems okay. I got a Laboratory Brute, which also seems okay, but I think I'm gonna get the Flyer here. Man, look at these planks, so beautiful. This probably means we are not in black, especially since we haven't been getting, aside from this thing which we first picked, haven't been getting some of my favorite black cards here in the set. This thing is actually pretty good too. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to go spells here. Let's get a flyer there. Not sure how good this thing is. This this sounds actually pretty nice. Although there's this thing too, which is a great card if we get a bunch of emerge creatures. Fortune's Favor, man. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna. I feel like I wanna give this a try. Let's see what happens. There's a Fogwalker, another Laboratory Brood, a Take Inventory. Maybe take inventory. I'm not sure how good that thing is. Fogwalker should be okay, I guess. But both, Fogwalker and Laboratory Brute, those are nice cards. But I guess I'm willing to pass on them to get a take inventory. I'm not sure. Feel like maybe I should take a Brute here. Brute helps with Delirium, helps with the Reveler, so yeah. Alright, this is actually pretty good. It's a card that has impressed me in the few drafts that I've played so far, so I'm gonna take it. It's a very good, cheap, and instant speed removal spell, especially in the deck that I'm trying to make here. The Maniac is very nice too, but I think this is just better, especially since I don't have anything with Emerge yet. All right, this thing is okay, I guess. Um, I don't really want those white cards. Maybe I do want a Spectral Reserves. Yeah, who knows? I mean, turn aside. Turn aside is not bad, is it? I could get it, to send a signal and to have a nice sideboard option here for me. Man, if this thing could exile any card from any graveyard, then that would be awesome. Also, if it did not sacrifice itself. This way, it's just a very, very, very expensive uh, reanimating spell. So I guess I'm gonna get a Blood Mist. Turn aside number 2. Yeah, well, not much else here that we want, so let's take a turn aside. Alright, this thing is quite okay to get here. Yeah, let's take the beautiful foil planes, and that's it. Sure. Alright, so we shall see what happens here. I mean, we're not we're not necessarily in a good position here. I guess we shall see what we open. But we have, a small shell for a blue-red spells deck. Let's hope that happens. Okay, Henweir Battlements is pretty good. Eternal Scourge is pretty good too. I think that's what I'm gonna take. The Scourge has this sort of unsolvability that I really like. Whereas the battlements are good, but you know, this is not really the deck that's going to get a lot of creatures that we want to give haste to. I don't think we're gonna focus on spells here. So yeah, let's take the colorless card there. Okay, Lupin prototype. I've been mildly impressed with this in some decks, but I don't think this is it. I don't think this is the deck where we can make the prototype work. Too bad this is a green card, because if it were one of the blue ones, we would, snap take it. Another one of the green ones. And yeah, I don't really want to go into green here. This thing is pretty good though. It is pretty good, so I'm gonna take it. It's a spell, and it's a modal spell, gives me lots of options. So let's go ahead and take it. Alright, man. Eldritch Evolution. This is a pretty good card. Hmm. And we don't have much here that we want to take. Blue or red cards. There's this thing which is okay, I guess. I mean, should we take an Eldritch Evolution in the off chance that, I mean, this is obviously, This obviously means green is open. We could get this thing back maybe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Not sure if we're gonna be green, but I guess this is a powerful enough card that it's worth to keep it in mind. Chilling Grasp. Yeah, Chilling Grasp is actually nice, so I'm gonna take it. I think it's better than a Cultist. In the deck we're trying to make here. All right, now we got a Crab, which is pretty good. I really do enjoy it. So I'm gonna take it. I think, I mean, I do want another Cultist, especially if I'm gonna start taking merge cards. There's a Spirit of the Hunt too, man. Green is so open, isn't it? This card is heavy on green though, and it is also a werewolf tribal card at its best. I mean, it doesn't need to be, right? Just a 3/3 for 3 mana with flash is good enough. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the blue one. Not sure if that's correct, but I do really like our red cards that we have so far. So I see no reason to just go ahead and just jump into green here when there's a perfectly acceptable card that we want. And well, this is actually a perfectly acceptable card that we want, especially since we can regrow one of our spells. So that's a prayer point to man. I mean, green is definitely super open, but at this point, I don't think I'm green. No reason to take a prayer point when I am in red, and I do have a few good red removal spells here to play. So yeah, let's go ahead and take that thing. Contingency plan. Man, if this drew a card, it would be excellent, but it doesn't. So we should just go ahead and gotta take inventory. I really like this thing too. This is also pretty cool. This is cool. This is cool. But none of them are cards that we want to be taking here. So yeah, let's gotta take inventory. There's a Fog Walker. There's a Curious Homunculus, which we kind of want. So let's take it. Fog Walker is pretty nice too. But for an instant slash sorcery based deck, the Homunculus should be pretty good. So let's go ahead and get it. Alright, well, this thing die this turn. Yeah, well, I'm not sure whether this is better than this. I guess the hostility is pretty cool, right? You can save a creature. Yeah, I guess the hostility is a card that's more versatile than that other one. Could take another Brute or a Prophetic Ravings. I guess I'm gonna take the Brute. Brute is pretty good. Right, could be a Terrarion, could be a Whelp. The Whelp does not really do much for me, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and get a Terrarion. Yeah, here I'm hating this layer. And getting a Journey, sure. Alright, well, not exactly happy with the deck we got so far. We have to keep green in mind. I mean, we have 3 acceptable green cards in the sideboard here, including one very good green card. Alright, well, I guess we get an excellent green card here too, in the form of the Recruiter. And, nothing in red and blue that we really want, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Maybe we're gonna be in green, I'm not sure. Guess we shall find out shortly here, but yeah, this is not the best back for us, is it? Alright, well, never mind. all the red cards came in this pack. We have a Fiery Temper, we have an Arsonist, and we have a Mad Prophet. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what I should take here. Huh. I mean, Fiery Temper is nice, but I don't have a lot of ways to discard things here, do I? Whereas the Mad Prophet, you know, does exactly what we want to do here, filling up our graveyard. It provides us with a Madness outlet if we, get good Madness card later on, such as the Fire Temper. We do have a Chilling Grasp as a Madness card here, and yeah, we need outlets, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take a Mad Prophet then. Alright, and here, man, this is not working out for us. Nothing here we really want. Guess I could take something like a Solitary Hunter here just in case. Nah, well, none of these blue and red cards are gonna make my main deck, right? So I think I'd better just go ahead and take this hunter. Oh man, Call the Bloodline. There's a Nagging Thought, which is okay. There's a removal spell, which I am probably gonna take here. Call the Bloodline is obviously great. Not necessarily what we want here, since, unless we want to splash for this. We do have a Terrarion. Maybe we will get some sort of further mana fixing card here. Call the Blue Line is good enough that I may be willing to get it. Although we don't have a lot of Madness stuff, so yeah, well, I guess we cannot afford to do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a Return to Ashes here. Alright, Geist Blast is pretty cool for us. There's a Duelist, which is great, but we don't have a lot of aggro cards that go well with this thing. So yeah, Geist Blast should be fine here. Let's take it. Right, the Neonate is okay, but I think I'd rather have a Nagging Thoughts. We don't have a lot of payoff for going, all spells here. I mean, I guess we do have a Reveler, but yeah, it's a Madness card. This is an early card. Essence Flux. Not sure if I want an Essence Flux here. We do have, some blinkable cards here that we could use, right? Even this thing. And there's a Neonate, which we could have, but not sure how good that will really be. I think I would rather have an Essence Flux. Not sure if I'm gonna play it, and especially not on my main deck. There's a Catalog that I'm going to take. There's a Village Messenger, which is a fine aggressive card. Yeah, this deck is not the best in the world, I don't think. Here, do I finally take a Neonate? Maybe. There's nothing else here that I want. There's the Vessel of Paramnesia, which is, not the worst, but I'm not trying to deck people here. Let's take a Neonate. Alright, now the Catalog. So, I guess, yeah, taking this thing here to, just in case we face some super aggressive decks. Alright, not nagging thoughts. Well, I guess our plan at the end of the day is simply to try to win off the Bedlam Reveler. Alright. So let's see how we build our deck here. Right. We have at this point 11 creatures. I don't really want to go below that. And we have like, I mean, Terrarium. Get out of here. I'm not gonna play it. And we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 spells. Plus, enchantment in the form of the spontaneous mutation. We have to take out 2 cards here. Let's see. I guess I could take out one of the catalogs. I don't have a lot of madness stuff going on here. And I guess I could take out an Essence Flux and just bring in from the sideboard. So yeah, well, it's not the best deck ever, but we do have something going here at least. So let's see how we do. Let's sort by color. Yeah, it should be slightly more blue. This is blue, by the way, and this is blue. So yeah, should be a 9/8 in favor of islands. Okay, so there we go. See you round 1.